and the coastline. However, some generals and some of the military are still loyal to the democratic process and are still fighting it out with the new sort of separatist forces. They are, however, limited to the northwest of Chernaris. Whilst the international community and NATO kind of sits on its hands and deliberates, we have been inserted to slow down the advance so that the whole country does not fall under the new regime's control. Since we cannot be identified as Western forces, lest Russia get pissy and intervene, we managed to acquire some kind of neutral snow camouflage, and we are using Serbian weapons, just to throw people off. So we're not using our usual kit. We have access to vehicles granted to us by the loyal Chernorussian military. We will be starting up at the HQ at the Northwest Airfield. Our role is to spearhead the most difficult area of a counterattack, which its main goal is to delay the superior forces advance to the north. We'll be moving down roughly following supply route Frostbite, whilst the National Guard covers our west flank and the Chernaris army pushes into the centre, the more wooded areas. The markers you see note basically their main kind of points of interest along the map. To the north, in this first tree line you see, we know that infantry are camped out in there. As well, we know there are infantry stationed in the town of Rogovo. Beyond that, enemy formations are completely unknown. They are marked just because we assume there will be some sort of garrison. So intel will be updated as you get along, but your first objective will be to clear out the entrenched enemies in the tree line, because that is the enemy's furthest point of advance at this time. Then move on to Rogovo, and your objectives will be updated from there. And another important thing to note, the hashed areas denote our zone of responsibility. Our friendly faction and the enemy faction were once the same army, so they wear the same uniforms. So straying outside of that area will likely result in accidents. So don't do it. Stick to that zone. Stick to our zone. We shouldn't have any issues.
Copy.
And the last thing, in terms of fire support, breaking immersion, I think we have issues with the current Drongo's artillery mod, so you'll be able to call in artillery support through me as HQ. You can try out the mod commands, but there were some issues with it. But I definitely can use it through Zeus, so you have mortar and DK30 artillery piece support in a relatively limited supply. And without further ado, let's get everyone sorted out.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Too bad. Actually, I don't think I can continue, can I?
No, but yeah, it has to.
Damn it. Well, you got time spares then. Never mind.
It seems BA has already staged a successful coup of his own.
Yeah, what's it called again? To actually find them freaking, because it never works to just join and then you get inside the mission right away.
You might have to direct connect.